Hello friends, I welcome you all on our YouTube channel Nursery to Varsity. In last lecture, we have discussed about the validity of argument using their truth tables. But the process of truth table become tedious when number of atomic variable in premises as in large in number. In such case, inference theory is applicable. If we talk about artificial intelligence, we need intelligent system or smart system which can generate new logic from the given statement or the given data. So generating the conclusion from the facts and evidence is called inference. The rule of inference are criteria for determining the validity of an argument. Inference rules are applied to derive proofs in artificial intelligence, and the proof is a sequence of conclusion that leads to the desired goal. So here we have one table which shows that rule of inference, their tautology form and their name. So from this given table we are saying that the rule of inference in which the statement or the variable given above the line is called premises. These are the premises, and this symbol is called as therefore. So this is our first rule, that is modus pons, and this is the rule of inference. This is the tautology form and the name is modus pons. So let's start with the inference rule with our first and most important inference rule is modus pons. So in modus pons, here is the form where we have P implication Q, therefore sign and Q, and we can write this into tautology form with the help of and connectives in between the variables and implication to the conclusion. So we can write P and P implication Q implication Q. So this is our modus pons, and we can say if statement P is considered as true and also P implication Q is assumed true, then in these circumstances we must accept Q is true. So from the definition we can go and our fact check for this inference rule with the help of truth table as well. So here we have one truth table in which we have a value of P, Q, P implication Q, P and P implication Q, and in last. So while doing our calculation, we know that P implication Q is there is only one case where we found false statement when P is true and Q is false. And here again we have applied P and the implication, then we are able to get T, F, 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 and when we are going to consider this as P and implication Q, then in last column we are getting true, 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 and if in last column we are getting all true, then we are saying that it's tautology. So from here we can say modus pons tautology is proved as a tautology, and we can solve this with the help of one example also, that if we have one statement like if we can consider P as I am happy and P implication Q is like if I am happy then I go to temple. So from the rule of inference what we can conclude is our conclusion is hence or therefore I go to temple. So with this example we can say that this is our modus pons rule of inference. Now we are moving toward the modus tollens. In modus tollens we have negation of Q, P implication Q, and we are concluding that negation of P. So from here we can say that if statement negation of Q is considered as true and also assume P implication Q is true, hence in these circumstances we can consider negation of P is true. So we are going to solve this modus ton with this example, or we are going to understand with this example like negation of Q I am considering as I don't go to temple, and P implication Q I am considering if I am happy then I go to temple. So negation of P which we make true is negation of P is I am not happy from this given premises. So this is our modus tollens. Now we are moving toward the hypothetical syllogism. In hypothetical syllogism we can say if P implication Q, Q implication R, then we have to consider P implication R is true. And for understanding this we can consider this one example. If baby is hungry, then baby cries. It means P implication Q. If baby cries, then he has red face. So we are considering Q implication R. So baby is hungry considering P, baby cries considering Q, and he has red face considering R. And from given premises what we can conclude is if baby is hungry, then we can say he has red face. So this is our conclusion. Now we are moving toward the disjunctive syllogism. In disjunctive syllogism we can say if P or Q and negation of P we have a premises and we are going to conclude that Q is true. So for this we can take an example as today I am happy or sad. It means today I am happy, it means we are considering this as P or symbol, and sad we are considering as Q, and negation of P would become is today I am not happy. So we can conclude today I am sad. So this is the example of disjunctive syllogism. One more inference rule is addition. In addition, if we consider P is true, then we have to conclude that P or Q is true. So for considering this, we have one statement like if we considering P as I have an apple. I have an apple. So and the second and another statement is I have mango. So P or Q we can write as I have an mango or I have an apple or a mango. So this is the example of addition. Now simplification. In simplification we can say that if P and Q, then we can conclude is P is true, and if P and Q is true, then we are going to say that P or even Q will be also true. So this is all about the rule of inference we are going to use in artificial intelligence, and with the example we are trying to solve all the inference rule for better understanding. Thank you. This is all for today's lecture. Hope you have enjoyed this lecture. You can also follow us on Twitter, Facebook, LinkedIn, Instagram. You can see the links here. And don't forget to press the bell icon to stay updated. Thanks for watching. Stay tuned. Keep learning.